Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're based. I'm going to continue a little bit about the abuse I went with my ex-girlfriend. So yeah, last year, around about November, she was with her new partner, well, now recent ex-partner. She wrote a letter to the council, kicking me out, knowing I didn't have a place. Her mum knew about it and everything else. What happened was, I went up to her mum that everything was okay, everything was hunky dory. Next minute, I get told I'm getting kicked out. She promised my mum no matter what, she'll never kick me out. Ever. But she lied on that one. I got told, I got some information that basically it was my ex's mum's idea to kick me out, knowing I didn't have a place or anything like that. So basically, I had to literally grovel, scream, cry at my ex's mum's house on my hands and knees, begging not to be kicked out yet until my place was ready. See, my property wasn't ready till December because it's a new property, it's a new build. So I had to literally grovel, cry my eyes out and everything else, just so I can stay a little bit longer until I can get the money saved up, get a mover van and a view for my property. So that's one of the abuses I went through. Another one was on the 12th of December. Now, that one was the most traumatizing one and most horrible one ever. Something happened. I'm not going to say much about it. When I got back, my ex was so abusive to me. I didn't expect to come back and get the action I got. I thought she'd be understanding and everything else, and she was with me and she knew that I was never like that. Never. Not once. She called me this, that, you name it, underneath the sun. I was literally in the corner. She pinned me in the corner, in the kitchen and then near the balcony door. Destroyed my keys. She nearly destroyed my property, what I had in boxes. That's how badly she got and horrible she was. And how nasty she was towards me. She called me everything. And she had me pinned in the corner. As I said, in the kitchen, crying, begging, screaming, my eyes out. I didn't expect to get the abuse I got. And I was thinking to myself, I'm going to keep my mouth shut, I'm not going to say anything. And I was just thinking to myself, takes one to know one. So, well, I don't like those kind of people because her biological dad was one. Is one. Well, no offence, technically you're one too, love, because what you did to me in my sleep, yeah, technically you are one, aren't you? And I stayed with you because of that. Knowing I already went through that myself with my stepdad. I didn't expect to get in a relationship after being alone at that point for 6.5 years to be with my first ever woman in my entire life ever do that to me in my sleep because you went through it and you thought it was normal. No, love. I'm sorry to say, but if you've gone through that, you don't have the rights to do it to someone else. I'm sorry, but in my opinion, if you go through that, you don't have the rights to do it to your new partner or anything like that. That is just wrong and should not be allowed. But if you wanted to do something like that, why didn't you do it to your ex who did that to you and your friend who did that to you? Not the person you got in a fresh relationship with, aka me. But no, I had to go through that. And you never told me till what? A year? 2 years down the line? So I stayed with you, knowing you did that to me, which was unforgivable, and I will never forgive you for that. Ever. Because you are one of them kind of people. Your mum's... You're just like your mum and dad, aren't you? Your biological father. You are. And you're like your mum. You can't... I know my parents can't talk, but yours is the biggest mistake in my life, getting into your family. Was it you and your mum's plan to get me to say all that stuff to the social services? Was it yours and your mum's plan for me to give up my daughter? Was it? But good luck, you won on that one. Thanks for manipulating me. Thanks for ruining my chances of ever seeing my daughter grow up. I hope you're happy. I'm sorry to say, but you're never going to be a fucking mum anyway. Because if I ever find out that you ever could have a child and everything else, I'm going to make sure that baby gets taken away from you in a heartbeat. Because how manipulating you are, you and your mama. Well, unfortunately, you can't have kids because of the amount of medication you're pumping in your system and what you don't technically need. Also, which your mum shouldn't be technically diagnosing you with shit. But, yeah. I went through a very, very traumatic abuse near to the end of my friendship. Well, it's like ex-friend and all that lot. But, yeah. So, if I ever get in a new relationship, I am not announcing it. I'm going to keep it so you don't fucking know about it. And, you're just a waste of space.